Good evening, my friends. In today's video, I'm going to share 10 things the doctors and the health professionals are not telling you. It's going to be a little bit rant, but I think we all need to hear it, and you girl deserve the truth. And please don't just take my word for it. When this video finished, I want you to go online and actually do your own research, okay? So you can fact check everything what I'm saying here, and please do it, because I want you to realize how you've been lied. Number one on the list, which the doctors and health professionals are not telling you, is that the pills, the contraception pills, actually don't help with your disease. They don't help with endometriosis, and they actually mask symptoms. Yes, the doctors like to give the prescription like the candies. They don't even do any hormone checking on us. They just write it off and give it away like a candies. And I know that because my one-on-one clients, actually very young girls, they experiencing this, and I'm mortified that the doctors are doing this. What the doctors is not telling you, that 75% of women who actually get off the pill experience returning of the symptoms within 3 months. So it's not make your endometriosis go away. It doesn't regulate your estrogen level for life. It's just mask symptoms, and it's got horrible side effects. It can destroy your liver. Literally, go to any contraception pill and read out loud the side effects. You will be horrified. It literally destroys all your microbiome, like any other antibiotics do, and it's actually fucked up your hormones to the point that you have to rebuild them for like up to 2 months. It's very hard to rebuild your hormone balance after you fucked it up with artificial hormones. Very difficult, and it doesn't work at all. It doesn't work. The doctor is not going to tell you that there are ways which you can naturally regulate your hormones. And if you're interested with this, I recommend you the book called Into the Flow by Alisa Vitti, which is the female pioneer of biohacking. She actually got a lot about it. I'm not going to do the spoiler alert, because all respect to her, you know, she did amazing job. So I recommend you go and check this book, because you can regulate your hormones naturally. You don't have to go on the contraception pills. It doesn't work for the long run. Number two, every single disease got one thing in common. It's caused by the inflammation. And they're not going to tell you that you can actually completely heal the inflammation naturally, 100%. What they're actually doing instead, they are writing down the anti-inflammatory drugs. And they're not going to tell you that you can do exactly the same by using a specific kind of foods, and that these drugs which they're actually prescribing, you've got some horrible side effects and actually destroy your microbiome, and you can develop leaky gut syndrome and IBS if you keep doing this. They're not going to tell you this. Number three on the list, I think you heard about the leaky gut and how important it is for us to actually take care of our gut, because everything starts there, and we are all, microbiomes and bacteria. We are actually more bacteria than humans. Can you imagine how fascinating is that? Like the bacteria is talking to you now and another bacteria is listening. No, but seriously, it's very fascinating. So basically, what they're not telling you is that you can rebuild your microbiome absolutely naturally. You don't have to even take any probiotics, and you don't have to take any supplements. you can do it 100% naturally. How are you going to do it? By giving your body a lot of quantity of vegetables, fruits and vegetables. It's mean that the natural bacteria is going to grow in your body and is going to flourish and is just going to give your body a lot of diversity. So it's mean the microbiome and your gut will heal naturally. Your bacteria is going to actually have place where they can thrive. Imagine that. So you can absolutely do this without any expensive, probiotics. Number 4, fatigue, chronic fatigue can be easily fixed. Yes. The chronic fatigue syndrome is actually a medical condition. As a girl who used to suffer from endometriosis, I can tell you that the chronic fatigue goes hand in hand with endo, and whoever got it knows. You can be actually wake up tired. You know what I mean? Wake up tired. Did you ever wake up tired? I did many times. I thought about myself, I'm a fit person, but I didn't have energy to even walk on the stairs. I was that, fatigue. And then they telling you, okay, you have to exercise to keep fit. Like, how are you going to exercise if you don't have energy? And it's actually, like I mentioned in one of my videos, the chronic fatigue actually have a purpose, because if your body is fighting with inflammation, if your body is fighting with chronic illness, your body is actually shutting down all the energy. Your body don't want you to run in the marathon. Your body wants you to, slow down and drop everything what you're doing and focus on healing. That's why the energy is just literally being shut down. So the chronic fatigue is the symptom that your body telling you, slow down, girl, and give us some, tools so we can heal. This is what your body is telling you. And I don't know what doctors are actually doing. If you've got chronic fatigue syndrome, please tell me what doctor told you to do. Because I know for the fact that you can heal fatigue naturally, and you can have amazing results following just anti-inflammatory diet in 2 weeks. Number 5. Did you know that 60% of the world death, which means from all the death around the world, are caused by preventable diseases? So you might think, if the 60% of our death is caused by the illnesses we can easily prevent, you might think, why they're not teaching us how to prevent them and what to do to never have them? Did you ever wonder about it? Like, why the doctor don't tell you, if you don't want to have diabetes, do this, do that, do this, do that? They never tell you that. Like, why they're not telling you this in school? Why this is not like common knowledge? Why the government is not telling you this? Why? And I understand that is a lot of talking about the wellness now and a lot of talking about the healthy living, but if that really work, why we are still dying on the same diseases? Like, why there's pandemic of the chronic illnesses, endometriosis included? Why we still not getting healthier if that's the case? We obviously not following something. We obviously not, getting things sorted. Another thing on the list I tell you is that the supplements are not necessary for your health. They're really not. Like, we all hear about all this, that the humans should eat much of vitamin C, that much of vitamin D. But give me example of one human being who actually eat all of it in their life. Like, do you know any human who actually follow all the guidance and, give himself all these nutritions and all the supplements all the time? I don't think so. Our ancestors was living in the bloody caves, and that was the time when they didn't have a lot of food because, time was tough. Maybe it was raining, so a lot of crops was rotten, so they didn't get a lot of food. Do you think if they didn't give their body like enough every single vitamin, do you think that they die? Of course not. They just carry on, and then another season come and they just top it up with all these nutrients which was available for them. So our ancestors was not dying from deficit of every single vitamin known to the humankind. So you don't have to, swallow Centrum tablets or any other tablets, multivitamin every single day. You're not gonna die if you don't do it. If you don't have any supplements and just follow like good, human diet, anti-inflammatory diet, for example, then you're sorted for life. You don't need any other supplements. And they are very smart marketers, they come up with a lot of supplements. Like, for example, vitamin D. And I live in UK and they're saying, oh, you need to get the vitamin D, because the weather is, as everyone knows. So you need to get vitamin D. So Yola was listening to them. And I was buying this vitamin D with a spray, would you spray on your tongue? And one day I actually go into like deep research, and I find out that there is not even single research which proves that artificial vitamin D actually works for human. Not even one. And we're still buying it. Like, why would we buy this? But you know what is proved? That we actually get and produce vitamin D when we go for the sun. So what is better? Trusting the sun or trusting some artificial God knows what there's no evidence that it's even work. Do you know what I mean? But we buy it because told us that is good for us, and we never question that. And I want you to question everything, like seriously. And I know a lot of health coaches make their fortune selling the supplements. And I think it's not right, because you can get everything what you need which you just follow anti-inflammatory diet and optimize your nutrition. You don't really need any other supplements than that. Another thing, majority of the doctors do not study nutrition. They really don't. Another thing, majority of the doctors do not study nutrition. They really don't. If you don't believe me, ask your gynecologist how many years did he spend studying nutrition, and you will be shocked. I asked mine. I just challenge you, go and ask. Seriously. The doctors don't study nutrition, which I think is shocking. It's shocking. And it actually shows that might be a case. Why are they prescribing so much medicine without telling you that, okay, you can sort this out naturally? Because maybe they simply don't know. Maybe this is the case. Why the doctors don't study nutrition, I've got absolutely no idea. I think all health professionals should study nutrition. Moreover, before the doctor prescribe anything, they should consult nutritionist. I'm really serious about it. Really, really serious about it. This system is actually designed to keep us sick. The food industry, we are actually consuming things which you cannot call food. And the food industry is fine with it as long as they're getting profits. It's fine with us dying for diabetes. It's fine for us dying from a cancer. It's fine from us dying from the heart attack and obesity, and the list just goes on and on and on. Food industry don't care. And another thing, the big pharma, they don't care either. If you develop some chronic illness or some disease by the food industry, which they're going to send you? They're going to send you to the big pharma industry. And big pharma don't give a toss either. Big pharma their main purpose is to push you a lot of drugs to make you addicted. And even if you don't need them, you're going to need them after you start using them. Do you know what I mean? Government care? Did you ever think about it? Government don't give a toss either. Look at this. We are living in coronavirus times. And a lot of people with very weak immune system are actually dying of the coronavirus. And there are people who already been sick, who already been, affected with some chronic illnesses. So you might think, if the government really care, the first thing which government should be broadcasting in every TV, in every newspaper, is how to boost your immune system naturally. Why they don't teaching people this? They're telling you to wash your hands. Why they not gonna tell you how to take care of your immune system? You can do this naturally, because the government don't give up either. Seriously, they really don't. And sometimes I'm thinking, is that by design? Did they really want us to get so sick by eating crap, and then get even more sick by eating all these drugs, so we can die before we actually get this age where we can access our pensions and enjoy the life like many people do, hoping to do? Is that by design? I don't know. What is your opinion on this subject? I'm really, really intrigued by this. Is it just my suspicion, or is it something going on? What you think? Let me know in the comments below. And the last thing, that a lot of people are healing themselves naturally. It's not just me and endometriosis. I'm not even the first one, to do that. And I'm not the only one. Like many people are doing actually the same. Seriously. Google the guy, Chris Beat Cancer. He's got the channel here in YouTube. He don't even know me, but I think he's doing an amazing job, and I just want to share it with you. He basically put his colon cancer, into remission naturally, just naturally. And on his Facebook, I saw an amazing interview with a woman. She's a doctor, and she managed to put her lupus into remission naturally. And what you think? What them and me have in common? We all follow the same path. We all did the same thing. So many people actually, but no one is talking about it. Why? Another amazing person, Dr. Joey Dispenza, was paralyzed. The doctors told him, you cannot move, you cannot walk, and you're gonna be basically vegetable for the rest of your life. He overcome that naturally, and now he's helping to heal like thousands and thousands of people. You should Google him as well. And why this is not something what we can talk publicly? Why this is some kind of stigma, healing naturally? And excuse me, but this is true. Your body heals naturally. There is no woo-woo around it. Break your leg, and if the doctor put the bones together, what do you think? What is actually healing? Is the doctor healing? No, this is your body healing itself naturally. If you cut your finger, and if you got the blood, and all of this is gonna disappear within like 2 days, what do you think is doing there? Like, what is happening? This is your body healing naturally, okay? So there's no surprise that the people can manage to overcome their illnesses naturally, because this is natural. Our body is meant to heal naturally. This is no kind of woo around it. This is just science. This is how our body works, okay? So instead of listening to the people who are telling you, oh no, you have to suffer for years and there's no cure and you just have to give up on your life, basically give them their money because they know better, get inspired. Search for people who healed, because I'm telling you, me, this is just the tip of the iceberg that you discovered me. There's thousands of people who are healing themselves, thousands. And I really, really hope you're gonna join to this amazing club, because seriously, I believe that your health and happiness is a birthright which can't wait. And as the last thing, I wanted to remind you that I offer the free checklist for endometriosis, which just shows you exactly what I did to put my endo into remission naturally, which is basically, anti-inflammatory diet and few biohacks. So I send this to the people for free. I don't profit from this, because I think this kind of knowledge should be available for everyone, because way too many of us suffering for this, way too many. If it's something which you will be interested, just please click on the link in the first comment below and I will send it to you. It comes as a PDF. And if I don't see your email next day, please don't panic. It just means that I'm checking my email every second day. So don't panic. I will get to you. I will get to everyone, whoever, you know, send requests. So don't worry. I will get to you. And please like this video, share it with anyone who you think need to hear this kind of message, and hit the subscribe button so you can see my video in next Monday. It was a pleasure talking to you. I love you all from deep of my heart. Sending love. Bye. See you on Monday.